Hello, my name is Brant Hunt. Today is the third day of March 2022. I wanted to talk to you about a product that I've been using um, for my mouth, that is to deal with my gums and my teeth. Um, it's a product put out by a group of people out in the state of Oregon. And the product is, I wanted to show you this. So let me share my screen with you. So this is a product. It's a Sanguinarian mint mouthwash herbs, and the product itself is has it helps you with your teeth. Um, I would not stop doing coconut oil. This is similar to that. What you do is you buy a packet of this, and it's called mouthwash, but it's actually helps your teeth. And what you do is you buy vodka. That's what they recommend, and water, and you let it you buy it and let it sit in a bottle for so many days. I think it's I think it was like 10 days or something of that nature, and then you are able to use it then. And they also sell a product called Two Cleanse that is actually help people also. I don't take any, I should say. I don't brush with any fluoride toothpaste at all. I know that's a really bad product, period. So when I speak of this company, it's not a company; it's actually a group of people who, what would I say, that are really wanting to help people with their health issues. And one of the other health issues I had has been my gallbladder. And I know, I don't want any surgery. I have no desire to take out any surgery or anything of my organs or any of that thing. All this is important because people just don't realize that that they're being played or being misconstrued or lied to about. Well, I'll take my gallbladder out and it'll be okay. The doctor says it's not important. Well, find out what it's like when they pull your gallbladder out. Okay, nature, the creator, everything that's in you is necessary. You see, even your tonsils. You see, that's another misnomer. People that the doctors tell you, "Oh, we just take them out," such and such. So, okay, so if everything is, this is the thinking now. How foolish the physicians or doctors are. Most of them are. They don't have a clue because they don't actually are not asking themselves questions. Why do we need to take this out? Why can't we heal it? You see. And the reason why we have these things, and I have issues myself, I'm not perfect, um, is because we're not at ease with ourselves. And that's a lot of this comes from psychological deal. You say all this comes from too much head and not heart, so to speak. You see, that's why it's important to go out and walk out in nature and be in nature. It has a calming effect upon you, and actually to lay on the ground and to feel more balance, so to speak. So the reason why I'm sharing this is simply is I had issues about, I guess, a year and a half ago, maybe a little longer than that, 2 years ago. Started having problems with my gums, and I couldn't understand what was going on. I took a lot of different products. I did coconut oil. Um, I did other things that I thought that might help. There was a product, I think Uncle Harry's, I think it's called, that I bought with from Amazon. I bought other items to do with teeth cleanse and all these things. But I've come to find out it simply is that probably coconut oil and this particular, if I can pronounce it correctly, Sanguinarian, um, uh, and mint are very good for you. So let me share this screen again. So I'll show you this. Uh, So let's go back in here. Find it here. So I would recommend this. What they recommend is simply is to cleanse yourself instead of actually having surgery. So the website is simply called, I can read it here, uh, clearing your cleaningoursurgery.com, cleansingorsurgery.com. And the site goes back into, you can also go into, I don't particularly believe what other things they talk about here. They go into some of the Christian views they have, which is fine. That's their particular perspective. And so there are different, this particular book I have here also. Let me share this with you. A little, get you back to where I'm at. And so this particular book here is a book I bought many years ago. I think I paid $4 for it. And it has all kinds of things that can help you when you actually have problems simply is not being constipated. There's such a thing as a saltwater flush that will flush you out. The key is simply is you don't use iodine salt. You use salt without iodine, and you drink that the first thing in the morning, and you will have movements. You will have bowel movements. Believe me. So that's one thing to clean yourself out. Another one is simply is the lemonade diet, which is simply having lemon, and also to have products such as maple syrup and blending that together with cayenne pepper. And actually, you can go on that type of diet because it provides you what you need. Lemonade, lemons, and lime are actually advantageous for you. We say they're acidic. Well, they're acidic on the outside, but they become alkaline in your body, and are enormously beneficial for you if you use these products, especially lemons or limes. So that's one of the things you can do. The gallbladder flush was also, I've done that probably 2 or 3 times. I actually lost weight because of it. And I use apple juice. A lot of times I just get my own apples and make my own juice, which is by far better than using juice to spend, quote unquote, um, everything taken out of it, basically, you know. So it's actually far more sweeter than it should be. Um, there are many things here that recommends here about, you know, cleaning your intestines. Also, there's a deal with your cranberry juice to deal with your what you call uh, urinary tract infection, UTI cleanses in here with cranberries. You don't buy the cranberry that's basically been quote unquote been, guess what, been pasteurized, totally useless. Once it's been pasteurized, it's totally useless. So that's they heat it up to the point that simply is they kill everything. And they kill the bad stuff, but they also kill the good stuff, which is what's so sad about it. So I would recommend this book, Cleansing or Surgery. Um, and they're just good things to do. Very simple things, things that wouldn't cost you a ton of money. Also, simply is to deal with what I would call, like I drink a drink. I'm basically with spinach. I buy spinach at the store, and then what I do is I put pineapples in it, and then I put kale in it. And and the reason why I put kale is actually iodine. You see, iodine is an important mineral we need, and it's important that we actually get it in our diet. So I take this also, and you can do this with a juicer or a blender, and you can do other drinks. But that's what they call is a blender green drink. You can use spinach, parsley, or alfalfa sprouts also with it. The pineapple allows it to be, what's the word? A pineapple allows it to have a sweet taste. If not, it would be pretty bitter to taste. Also, with the, I said kale. Yeah, the kale, which is the iodine. So these items are important. There's also another recipe here called apples and pineapples and sprout drink. Another different way of drinking something. Again, to help you have energy. Most of us, as we get older, tend to have that issue, and so this is helpful. And it's also to eliminate what I call excess weight on you. So And I've done this many days, the lemonade diet. I've lost weight that way, but I've also lost weight simply doing the gallbladder cleanse. So, and you can tell when you let me stand up. You can tell when you have a pain right in here on your right side that is hurting. That's your gallbladder area right in here. Okay, and when you have pain there, that's a sign that you need to flush. And what happens simply is that the gallbladder is important for your health because simply is it helps your liver, you see, and it also helps break down your food. You follow me? And it creates bile. And without that, you will suffer. And I have a friend who decided to have surgery. I argued against him not doing it, but he went ahead and did it, and he took his gallbladder out. And so now he has to buy stuff to actually because he's not able to process his food the way he used to. He can't just eat anything he wants to. So that's part of the problem. Not to say that you shouldn't eat. You shouldn't eat bad things, that is because bad things are not good for you. But it gives you idea simply as how important your gallbladder is, okay? Just as important as your spleen is in your body. It purifies your blood, you see. Okay. All these things we're told that, well, we'll take this out. Well, what about we just cut your arm off? That's the way it seems to be the doctor's perspective. And just basically looking at it and simply is all they're interested in is making money, you see. Um, like I have a friend and also who had, you have two kidneys and they took his kidney out. Um, and they butchered him. I mean, he showed me the hole where they cut all over it, and it's brutal the way it was done. And they claim it was cancerous. I've never heard of anything kidney being cancerous. But the other thing simply is that I know others who've done crazy things. A neighbor here couldn't was constipated, so he had to go to the doctor. I mean, he had to go to the hospital. What on earth for? You see, I mean, the old remedies of castor oil would actually eliminate that. People just don't know these things, and they're cheap items. When I say cheap, they don't cost a lot. Surgery is expensive, and it has an effect upon your body, also. So I'm rambling here, but I just wanted to share with you what I've learned and the wisdom I have. And I hope that you will, if you have questions again, I'll be glad to answer them. And I appreciate you listening. And you have a good day. Thank you.